Alright guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at a very uniquely designed pair of true wireless earbuds. In fact, that's what caught my attention about this pair. And the pair that we're going to talk about is the Acefast T6. Now, this is a pair of true wireless earbuds that I honestly think if it were an Apple product, a lot of people would be talking about, mainly because it has this unique design. But everything is very clean, everything is very simple. It's, again, very Apple-like. But because it's from a company that a lot of you guys have never heard of, I think this is one of those products that's going to get easily overlooked. So that's why I wanted to do my video on these. And it's also very intriguing because it only comes in at $39. And so we're going to talk about a lot of the features or lack of features these may have. We're going to talk about what all comes inside the box, talk about the sound, and see if it's worth that $39 price tag. So to start with, let's go ahead and go back to the design. Again, it is a very simple design. Everything is clear. You can actually see the earbuds from both sides of the case, and the earbuds actually just magnetically attach from the front. There's no lid to cover these. Everything is just, one unified thing. There's no moving parts on the case itself. And it is available in 5 different colors. And all of these colors really stand out. Now, it's not going to blow you away with specs, so if you're somebody that's looking at a pair of true wireless earbuds just off a spec sheet alone, this is one of those that you would probably look over. I mean, there's nothing that's going to grab you right away because it is using Bluetooth 5.0 and it does only have AAC and SBC playback, so there's no high-end Bluetooth codecs here. But luckily, throughout my testing, I didn't notice any kind of compression, and I also noticed that this is a very good pair to use with all different types of media. I didn't have any lag when it came to movies or videos. There was a slight lag when it came to gaming, but again, this is kind of to be expected with almost any pair of true wireless earbuds. So again, this is a really nice pair if you're going to be using them for multiple different reasons. Now, another thing that I was also impressed with, because normally if you buy a pair of earbuds and you want a case, you have to buy that separately. This company decided to include a silicone case with it. Now, is that because of the design and they don't want the earbuds to pop out? Maybe. But the silicone case that it comes with is going to be a matching color to whatever color earbud that you buy. And it also has a keyring loop at the top so that you can just loop these into your keyring or loop them onto a bag. And it just makes it really easy to keep up with. Now, if you're looking for a pair to use outdoors or maybe a backup pair to like your more expensive earbuds, these do come in rated at IPX4, so it's kind of on the lower end as far as protection against water, but it'll be fine against splashes and rain and sweat and things like that. But this is definitely not one of those pairs that you could submerge into water. Now, as far as anything else they've included in the box, it does come with 4 sets of silicone ear tips. I found that the ones that came on them out of the box just fit me fine, so I didn't have to switch around. And as far as the charging cable they've included, it does come with a USB-C cable. And you are going to have to use this cable because this pair does not have Qi wireless charging. Now, this is a feature, again, I like to see on any earbud. But for an earbud that you can pick up for under 40 bucks, I can kind of look past the fact that these don't have Qi wireless charging. But speaking of the charging, this is another area that, again, it's kind of on the lower end. The battery life is not going to blow anybody away because you only get 4 hours on the earbuds itself with about 20 hours using the case. Now, it does have a fast charge feature, so if you're like me and you don't always make sure that your earbuds are charged, if you pick them up and they're dead, you can throw them back in the case, and a 10-minute charge will get you about an hour and a half worth of use. Now, moving back over to checking out the case and the earbuds, on top of the fact that the case has a clear look to it, it also has an LED display on the front. Now, this shows you that both earbuds are in and that they're charging, but it also shows you a number readout. That way you know exactly how much battery life is left on the case. And usually in most earbuds, a digital display kind of makes them look cheap, but it really does blend well with this futuristic design that this case has. So I'm a huge fan of this. Now, the charging port, it has the USB-C input on the bottom. And again, to take the earbuds out, you just simply pull them out, and you can see that the earbuds is a stem style design. Now, I am normally not a huge fan of this, but they did keep it very simple. You don't see branding or logos. It really does have a smoothed out look to it. And this pair also uses touch controls, which I am happy to say that it gives you control over everything. And so I was worried about that at first because I ran into a lot of earbuds lately where they always leave out volume control. But with this pair not being able to be used with an app to be able to change around controls or EQ settings and things like that, it is nice that you get all of your controls right out of the box. Now, for you guys that do like to use your earbuds for phone calls, these are using 4 microphones total, and it's also using environmental noise canceling to try to block out a lot of your surroundings while you're on a phone call. And I think they really did a decent job here, but you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here.
So here is a mic test using the T6, and again, I think the mics are doing a really good job of picking up my voice. Now, I do notice a little bit of compression, like it's trying to pull it down and close it in a little bit, but I really think for people on the other end of a call, they'll have no issues being able to hear me. So this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here is the mic test for the crowd noise being played, but you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public.
So now let's talk about the sound, because I kept seeing on their website and on Amazon, it would say hi-fi audio, it would say professionally tuned, and a lot of companies use these terms, and really you find out there's not anything special about those earbuds. And I can say that they definitely live up to these names. Now, I wouldn't say hi-fi audio because they're not high-res capable, but the sound signature that these have is a very dynamic sound. Now, it is using a 6mm composite titanium driver, and it's also using the moving coils. And what that's doing is it's allowing the bass to be able to have some punch, but also have some space. So it doesn't sound like everything's right there on top of each other. And the same thing with the treble. The treble has this nice bright feel to it, but it doesn't get harsh, it doesn't seem overbearing, and because of that space, it doesn't sound like it's right there in front of you. And when it comes to the mids on this pair are tuned in a way where you can hear the vocalist extremely clearly, but it doesn't sound like they're right here in front of your face. But the spaciousness that these have allow them to set back a little bit, but still be in front of all of the instruments. And this came across with no matter what genre I was listening to. So this is just one of those pairs that you can listen to classical or country, and then go over to metal or hip hop and pop, and it just works. So really, my overall opinion on this pair, it's really simple. Now, because of the price tag, you are going to be missing out on Qi wireless charging. The battery life is definitely a little weak on this pair because I am used to seeing earbuds with twice as much battery life. But the design that you're getting is unique, and it's a design that just stands out if that's something that matters to you. The sound that you're getting is worth double the price on these because I haven't heard sound this dynamic and this open unless I'm trying out pairs like from Soundcore. That's really the best way to try to explain these. These have the sound signature that are a lot like the higher end Soundcore earbuds that I've tested. It's just dynamic, but there's plenty of space. It doesn't sound congested or muddy or just sound like 2 large speakers right there in front of you. So honestly, from a company I've never heard of, I'm really impressed with the way that these are tuned. I'm really impressed by the way that these look. And as somebody that checks out so many pairs of earbuds, it's just nice to see a design that's unique and something that just stands out based off looks alone. So I can easily recommend this pair unless you're just somebody that likes a flatter sound, because this is just not anything close to that. You're getting boosted bass, you're getting boosted treble, and the mids are pushed slightly forward. So if you like a dynamic sound, if you like just listening to music for fun, this earbud checks that box, and it's just a fun design in general. So guys, that wraps up my video on the Acefast T6. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.